time, a research has revealed that only a small percentage of Kenyans will engage in drinking and partying this Christmas holiday.
Now, according to the report, the research conducted by Infrotrak shows that only 12% of the population have plans of indulging in reveling during the festive season, with the majority of them opting to spend time with family or going to church. Now, let's take a look at the result of that poll by Infotrak. You can see here high cost of living. We're looking at the top 10 issues of concern for the month of December. Now, the one that tops it all is the high cost of living, placed at 25%.
Wow.
They have rampant corruption, at least at 11%. Unemployment also at 11%.
Well, the COVID pandemic clearly finds its place there with 9% in fourth place. Bad politics also with the quality of healthcare. BBI, Kenyans can't stop about talking about BBI, can't they? With poor governance of the country, the quality of education at 3%, and poor infrastructure. So this is the source there, Infotrak, top 10 issues of concern in the month of December out there in Kenya.
Right, and we also have our East African correspondent, Abdinoor Aden, who joins us now on the program to tell us more on what's happening in Kenya. Now, good morning, Abdinoor. Very quickly, tell us what the mood is like in Kenya as of yesterday up until this morning ahead of the Christmas celebration.
Good morning to you, to Olu and Oli. Indeed, a few hours left, but then again, it has been not usually Christmas like the past, where the situation is totally different now amidst the pandemic and the biting hard economic times. Therefore, it's going to be a Christmas like no other, but on the side of reasons beyond the ordinary citizens.
All right, Abdin. Well, we can say it's Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas to you ahead of time. But it might be Christmas like an other. But this, we're hearing about no partying, no alcohol, no booze. Are you saying that Nairobi streets, the bars and pubs of Nairobi will be empty tonight ahead of the big one tomorrow?
Well, we've been used to a situation in the past before 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic, which literally shut down the usual ways of doing things as far as socializing and large crowds and gatherings. This period, actually, we have had some differences. Unlike the past traditions, we know that the Kenyan coast used to be the favorite destination for thousands of Kenyans to go there to enjoy the beaches, to visit historical sites. But now, this time, we are not having the frenziness of the past because people have opted indeed to spend with their families. President Kenyatta had also spearheaded the repair of the railway line from the capital Nairobi and different parts to Nyanza. And this has actually eased the burden of transportation costs to many Kenyans. But now it's not about booze. Also, the matter of books comes into the picture, considering the change in the curriculum and the school calendar, where many parents are actually saving for the next term.
All right, now, Abdinoor, I don't know if this can ever happen successfully in Nigeria. I mean, talking about no party, no booze at this time of the year. But is this the first time Kenyans are witnessing this kind of lockdown? And what could this development be attributed to?
Well, earlier, as you had mentioned, the Infotrak poll had shown that some of the issues that have really contributed to this, that have really been worrying Kenyans, include the issue of high cost of living. We've had hard changes in the economy. We've also seen the unemployment. Many people lost their jobs during the pandemic. Remember, these are people who will usually spend during this Christmas. Therefore, it's not business as usual. Therefore, they do not have a reliable and stable source of income. The other issue has been challenges related to transport, infrastructure, and where some parts of the region, there still exist some challenges related to accessing the different parts. The other key issue that have actually been raised by many Kenyans is that this pandemic has changed the way of operation. It has also changed the way of socialization. It has also changed the way of the spending trend. In the past, we used to have parents had like a month or so to prepare for the next term. But now we have a maximum of 2-3 weeks break, and this one has really challenged the parents to choose between saving for their school fees and the future of their children and spending for the short term and without any guaranteed source of funds for later use.
All right, Abdin. Before we let you go, Are there any steps or moves that are being taken by the government to at least salvage the situation?
Well, the government initially had tried its best, like other governments in other parts of the world, to measures to mitigate. We've also had the Kenyan government having the Kazi kwa Vijana, the youth employment program, where they do some manual jobs, they get some amounts. But now the situation is totally different. Governments themselves have really been, especially the Kenyan government, has really been in a race against raising enough money to try and pay the debts and to meet the targets of the revenue collection. Therefore, the government could try its best, but then again, if you find that 75% of central Kenya people without plans for Christmas, coastal region, over 60%, 70% of Kenyans saying that let it just be a normal day with just some worship activities and spending together just for the short period, but not celebrations unlike the past. Therefore, we never know next year, considering it's going to be an election year, what's in store from the government.
Wow, really hard times out there in Kenya, Abdin. Well, all we can say is a bit of Christmas cheer to everyone, to you and family and everyone out there in Kenya, Nairobi. Stay safe, stay healthy, and Merry Christmas, Abdin.
Thank you so much, and I hope you can extend the invitation to Kenya. We come there to celebrate.
Trust me, tonight is going to be a good night.
It's going to be the night.
Thank you.
Right, you're still watching Breakfast Central. More top stories coming your way.